This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Good morning. On the show today.
Oh my gosh, you're going to find out what can happen to you at the cinema if you watch a full-on movie.
And we weren't expecting one of these stories.
And you know when you get told a story and you don't know how to act to start things off?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to laugh here? Are we supposed to get serious?
Well, I don't think I usually go, which I did. So
It was full on.
Yeah.
We checked in with Channel 7 US correspondent David Woiwod, who is in Florida as Hurricane Milton is bearing down extraordinary.
We cannot believe that he is one of these reporters that have to go to somewhere where they're saying, leave or you will die, and then you have to go there or you don't get
He's
paid.
not in the full evacuation zone, but he's just outside it.
Would you get danger money?
No, I don't know. No,
I mean, he would have had to go to Trump rallies as well, and he didn't get danger money for that.
No, absolutely. People getting shot there. Brad Johnson, AFL football star, he joins us too. And we also have a chat to Mark Scaife ahead of Bathurst.
Big time.
Nathan.
Don't cry there.
Nat.
A moment, please.
And Sean.
Oh, yeah, no, this has become real.
937.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Thursday.
Oh, we really shouldn't have stuffed around with Wednesday the other day.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I just dragged it out
When we
as a note
declared
for
that
you.
Tuesday was Wednesday, and then it's just had
Now
some
here we
really
are on
terrible,
Thursday.
just terrible side effects.
So we did 2 Wednesdays, so 48 hours
The
inside of a
consequences of
day.
our actions are starting to really hurt now, aren't they?
I don't even know where we're up to, but I know that we should have been finished 8 days
Yes,
ago.
and we're not. And you know what? We're going to come back again tomorrow.
Here we are. Well, hey, we're going to catch up with Mark Scaife today because the V8s have hit the mountain.
it's
Mount Panorama. Bathurst. It's going to be good.
It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
So at the moment, Bogans are burying their slabs on the mountain.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a big parade through the town, but we'll ask him about that yesterday
Okay,
for the
that's a bit of
first
fun.
time.
Yeah, Sean's missing word as well. There was another clue put out yesterday.
I can't remember what it is.
What? You,
Not the clue,
your
the
word.
word.
Don't
The
worry about it. We'll just take the best answer.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
All things going well, we are going to cross to Channel 7's David Woiwod, who is basically in the path of Hurricane Milton as it bears down on Florida.
He's going to stop it himself.
Unbelievable
Hurricane of the century, they reckon.
what could be happening there.
It's a Category 5.
It's an area that constantly has to
Yes,
battle things like
I know, but this is a big one.
Yep.
So they
Oh,
had
no,
one that
I know the big one.
there are
The big
heaps
one.
of houses that are uninhabitable from the last one that Helene just a couple of weeks ago. All their stuff is stacked outside because everything's flooded. Now it's all just going to go through again.
The problem is they expecting that the waves can go up 15 feet.
Yeah, it's
and
the
most of the
surges.
homes, even though it's a very low coastal place, unfortunately, most of them will be under 10 metres. So they're saying that most residences will be washed away.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's
Or
insane.
uninhabitable, so flooded. Yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom.
Yeah, and they're telling people to leave now or you're going to die.
So mandatory evacuations. Imagine if the whole city of Perth was told you've got to get out.
Yeah. Actually,
it's hard to fathom.
Actually, there's this one woman. She's a bit of a notorious bloody influencer. She's done some negative things on Instagram and stuff like that. So she's got a bit of a stick against her. But she's refusing to leave. She's refusing to leave, and this is her now. Have a listen.
Listen, I didn't evacuate. I can't drive, first of all. Second of all, the airport is closed. Third of all, the last time I evacuated, I went to my mom's house. Her whole street flooded.
She's on the water. She's on the water in the danger zone, in the red zone, and she's worried about the fact that her mum's street flooded the last time she was there.
A lot of people do
And
this.
she keeps on saying, I'm probably going to die.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. But she's got time to leave.
And she's a young woman.
Yeah.
But I mean, she does raise some valid points. How do you go? How do you get out? Where do you go?
Yeah.
Like just saying you've got to leave.
You'd
Where
drive
do you
up
go?
the hill, wouldn't you?
I have to
Yeah.
tell you, there's a really sad
It's amazing,
photo
isn't
of
it?
2 homeless people,
Yeah.
and they are seeking refuge in a car park.
Yeah.
So they're in a multi-level car park. They're going right up to the right up to the top.
yeah.
And they're just going to be like
Waiting it out.
waiting it out. It's like here they are. Here's a photo of them there.
We'll talk to David Woiwod about it coming up very soon.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
They're calling it the storm of the century, a Category 5 hurricane. Milton is bearing down on Florida as we speak.
One of the tweets from a meteorologist says that this hurricane is nearing the mathematical limit of what the Earth's atmosphere over this ocean's water can produce.
So let's
Pretty hectic.
cross there right about now. Channel 7 US correspondent David Woiwod joins us. David,
Run, David, run!
where are you exactly, Dave?
I'm still trying to understand what you just said.
I know, but it sounds terrifying, doesn't it?
It can't get any bigger, basically.
Yeah,
it's as big as it can possibly be.
Yeah, and you're there.
Well,
What are you
guys,
doing?
actually, it's just been downgraded to a Category 3.
Oh,
That
okay,
might
good news.
sound... No, hold on. It might sound like it's weakened, but what has happened is it's significantly widened as well in the strike zone. And so, look, Category 3 is still an absolute monster.
Yes.
So we're still talking winds in excess of, 220 k's an hour. We're going to have that massive storm surge right throughout those coastal areas as well. But all that's happening now is we're just going to be covering an even larger area of that Florida coastline. It's going to be huge. In fact, what time is it now? We've got about an hour and 10 minutes until it makes landfall just north of where we are.
Are you nervous? How do you feel?
We feel fine. We're in this hurricane-rated Airbnb, but house, and we are just watching it out the windows, popping out, doing crosses at the moment. I think that's what most people are sort of doing.
Yeah.
But look, we're following the local advice, and that is that we can stay. The advice is, you have all your supplies here, and we're in the right place and following all of those orders. But look, so many people have just taken the other side of it, and they have run over the past few days. And why wouldn't you if you lived in those particular coastal
and we know it was
areas,
mandatory in some places.
Yeah.
In mandatory in some places, other places it was optional. And of course, this is Florida, guys. Like, it's the beating heart of this is America. Don't tell me what to do. I'm free. So there's a lot of people who just want to try
and also proportionally an elderly population too.
A huge elderly population. A lot of retirees down here as well. So they've all been evacuated. The penguins, the penguins at the local zoo have been taken away as well.
Wow.
Thank God someone's thinking of the penguins.
The penguins have gone. So, we're just sort of... It's an anxious little wait now for everyone just to see how bad this is. It's, as I say, an hour and 10 minutes away.
Hey, David, you're talking about popping out and doing crosses and stuff. So when you go outside, give us an understanding of what the wind or the rain feels like. What's on the streets?
Right. So, it's just deteriorated sort of in the past hour. Where we are, it's curving up around us. So where all the rain is going at the moment is around Tampa, and that's the big city, of course, along that coastline. That is the big area. So they're copping a lot of the water at the moment. We're copping a lot of the wind, and it has been relatively dry. I mean, it's been having bits and pieces. But what we have been having is a record number of tornado warnings. In fact, a short time ago, we went to a little town. Not say a town. It was this town that we're in right now. And we drove for 4 minutes because what had happened was this huge tornado had popped up and just ripped the roofs off some homes, just absolutely obliterated others. And then as quickly as it went out, it had gone. So you had all these people that were trying to ride it out. And then at the same time, they've had this huge event. They've lost everything before the major storms even arrived.
I want to talk to you about the Waffle House Index. This is so interesting. I've never heard about it before. So, Sean, the Waffle House is a joint over there. It's, it's of course a Waffle House. It's open 24/7, 365 days a year. So that means that if a Waffle House is closed, then that shows that that area is in severe danger. Then also, the Waffle House's menu even changes, doesn't it, David? It's like if it's yellow, that means that there is a limited available menu. If it's green, it means the full menu, so you're safe. If it's red, it means that they're not opening the kitchen and you need to get out because there's something coming.
It is such a popular part of Floridian culture, I suppose.
Right.
And then when the news came out that, Waffle House was closing, I think that was the final nail in the coffin. We had the mayor of Tampa come out.
That's the only time they take it seriously.
Yeah, David. Yeah, the mayor of Tampa.
Well, exactly. You had the mayor of Tampa come out and say, if you don't leave, you will die. And that is a direct quote. And a lot of people didn't listen to that. But then when the Waffle House closed, they thought, crikey, we're out of here.
Yeah. It's mind-boggling, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
Dave, we know that Hurricane Helene hit just a couple of weeks ago, and that, is it the same area that's going to be hit again? Because I saw a vision of, houses with all of their contents on the verge, basically, because the flooding was so bad that it was rubbish. Surely that is now all just projectiles waiting to be blown around by the massive winds that are about to hit.
It's just like, you've got ironing boards and couches and beds that have now just become deadly projectiles because when it swept through there 2 weeks ago, it just absolutely smashed those properties. The residents have done the clean out. The storm surge had basically ruined everything. So they put all their furniture, all their bits and bobs out, piled it high on the nature strip, and then the crews hadn't quite got around to clearing even a fraction of it, and then we had Milton building out in the Gulf. So that is all still sitting there right now, particularly in the northern parts, just north of around Tampa Bay, where it had swung through. So all of that stuff now will just be shooting around that area, and that is a major worry. It's become one of the major safety hazards there, yeah.
David, the life of a correspondent, you ever thought about doing something like on Sunrises, just, I don't know, milking cows in the morning during the weather crossings and stuff like Sam Mack?
Or like Getaway or something?
Yeah, Getaway sounds nice, Nath.
Or actually be the cash cow myself.
Yeah.
What a hectic job.
Stay safe, David.
Watch out for ironing boards.
Yes. We'll be watching Channel 7 to make sure you make it through.
We're able to talk tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. We want to know what it's like to be going through one. It's full
Channel
on.
7 US correspondent David Woiwod in Florida. Stay safe.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
One word. $5,000. Nova 937's missing word for ABC Blinds. Transform your home for less with ABC Blinds Spring Inspiration Sale. Save up to 40% off indoor blinds, shutters and sheer curtains.
Right, let's see if we can give away $5,000.
Hi, Lauren.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Lauren.
$5,000. I reckon that you'd be so good at spending it. Tell everyone what you do, because I have faith.
Oh, I would just probably party. I don't know.
party.
You would.
Okay.
We'll work it out. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
spirit.
we-
Bit of lip gloss as well.
Now, let's have...
Always.
Lauren, first up, we'll have a listen to the sentence, then we'll run you through the clues, okay?
I can't leave the house without my...
Something. It's something.
An Aussie staple was the first clue.
He owns a few of these.
And then
was Tuesday's clue.
yesterday, we got the word starts with the letter S.
And the things that have been guessed so far, Speedos, Weet-Bix, sunglasses, hat, jumper, wallet. Lauren, what do you think the missing word is?
Well, I know it's already been sunglasses as a guess, but I'm going to go sunnies.
I
see what you... Yeah, because it's a word.
Yeah, everybody goes with sunnies. I mean, it's tough to leave the house without the sunnies, isn't it, these days, particularly in this weather?
Yeah. I mean, like even Sunny, your daughter.
Sorry, well, that's singular, though, so that's different.
Oh, is that the word, though,
that
for
the word?
$5,000? No, it is not.
Okay.
Solid attempt.
Thanks,
Thank you, Lauren. Yasmin, hello.
Hello.
Hey, Yaz, you are like possibly seconds away from winning $5,000. What would we do with it?
Well, I'm actually getting married next year, so it would go towards that.
Oh,
Yasmin.
Have you got your dress ready? Your dress picked out?
No, I need to find one, so
Have you-
maybe it'd go towards the dress.
yeah, that'd be
a nice
nice.
dress.
Who is your beautiful suitor that you're marrying?
He's called Danny.
Yeah.
Yes,
When
but
did-
we met over here, but we're both from England.
Oh,
really?
Oh, so this isn't for a visa then?
No, unfortunately not.
Where did you meet over here?
We actually met in Perth.
Yeah.
No, but where
Whereabouts?
specifically?
Where?
Oh, so our friends were double dating, so it was kind of a blind date, and then
Cute.
they no longer date, and we're getting
And
married.
you're getting
Oh,
so
that's
are you having
nice,
to
yes.
invite those people to the wedding, even though they're no longer still together?
No, just one. Just
Okay,
one.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Out of every couple, there's only one survives the social circle.
You have to pick a team.
And the other one has to go and find new friends.
All right, Yasmin, we'll
so
play
true.
the sentence again for you. Here we go.
I can't leave the house without my...
All right, for $5,000 of wedding dress money, Yasmin, what's the missing word?
Sunscreen?
He's got
Sunscreen.
I have to say, he's got such olive skin. You get lost in it.
He tans. He does tan. But even people with olive skin should wear sunscreen. Shouldn't
Made me
they?
feel really...
Yeah, you're beautiful,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you. Yasmin, it is not.
Sunscreen.
Oh, and Sean would be the recoil,
Now
by
she
the way.
has to wear rags to her wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Maybe a man can do it, Sean. Hello,
Probably.
John.
Hello, guys.
Hey, John.
Hello, John. You need to pick up the slack here. We need to give away this $5,000.
John, how would you spend the $5,000, mate?
Well, me and my work partner are just going to go to the casino, chuck it on red or black.
What do you do for work, John?
We're bricklayers. We actually met you guys before on the drive-through quiz, John and Mike.
yes.
Oh,
Okay,
John,
yes, John.
okay, now that
Okay.
I know you and I can believe things that you say, there was a story the other day saying that Perth brickies are charging $3 per brick now, the highest in the nation. Is that rubbish?
Mate, rubbish.
Yeah.
No one's getting $3.
What do you get? What do you get? $2.20 or something?
We get $2.70.
$270.
$270 a brick.
We're waiting for the $3.
Holding out that extra 30 cents a brick. All right, let's play the sentence for you, John. Here we go.
I can't leave the house without my...
I bet anyone would know it, John would. What?
Say it again.
Sandals.
Sandals. A strappy peep toe.
As kids, can you believe that sandals were a part of our school uniform?
Yeah,
Sean,
the
it
jeans
was
and sandals.
every year we'd go. It would be so exciting to go to Bets and Bets,
Yeah.
and you get your brown sandals fitted.
I know exactly the ones.
And they were so hard and uncomfortable.
They broke all the time.
They were not a soft leather.
No.
And Sean, we went through, of course, a phase there in the 90s of the reef sandals.
Oh, yes.
Remember, you wouldn't leave home without your reefs.
But is that the answer for today, John?
Well, I'm looking at what you're wearing on your feet right now.
And they're high heels.
It's a sexy kitten heel with a sling back.
They make your calves look really nice.
Well, that's one of the added advantages, and it is incorrect. The sandals.
High
heels.
John, come on, mate.
Back
Sorry,
to
John.
bricklaying, John, I'm afraid.
Can I just say Michael's still having nightmares over sculptures by the sea?
Yeah, I bet he is. It's a throwback. Thanks, John. All right, Ross will have another clue for you after 9 o'clock, so listen out for that. Just trying to give away $5,000.
That's
Can we do
all?
it tomorrow, maybe?
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It's Domino's Dough Raisers for Telethon. Nathan, Nat and Sean need your help to raise dough for Telethon. Domino's Dough Raiser is on now with part proceeds from every pizza sold donated to Telethon. On now till Sunday at participating Domino's stores.
Now, as you know, together with Domino's, we're raising much-needed funds for Telethon.
Yeah, that's right. For every correct guess, we're going to be donating $100. The winning team will score a $200 Domino's voucher.
Yes.
Before we get stuck into it, do we need to know today's category?
Yes, we do.
Oh, do we?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Movies.
Wow. Okay.
That's some terrible comedy right there, my friends.
So,
I just whipped that up.
movie titles is what our people have to get.
We don't do any production in this show, and Harry did the production for that.
Yeah.
With a couple of rules.
Here we go.
With a couple of rules.
Oh, okay. No actors' names?
Correct.
Oh.
No characters' names either.
Oh.
Trust me, it's okay. And it's easier than yesterday.
Oh, excuse me.
No.
When you guys have your little practice rounds outside of the studio, you don't have the pressure of being on air and then having somebody in cost of living situation want the money.
It's bloody easy when you play out there.
This is $200 worth of pizza, right, for growth, mate.
Today, Nathan and I will be facing off with teammates from home. That means we need 2 callers, 13 24 10. You've got to have your wits about you. You must have heard of movies.
Oh, please, heard of movies.
Like, you've got to know movie titles. Don't go, I've never been to the movies. We don't want, don't
Actually,
play.
if we say to you, do you know movies? And you go, actually, no, I don't. I didn't know what I was calling for. We're going to hang up and get
on
someone
you.
else.
All right, 13 24 10. Those callers we're looking for is callers 5 and caller 25.
We are trying to raise money for Telethon.
Yes, so have your wits about you. Harry.
Is this your favourite bit of production? Favourite bit of production for 2024?
No, there's one we haven't used actually.
I know.
Yeah, we'll use that tomorrow maybe.
Harry's got a grab that he wants to use as his last ever thing that he does on air.
No, there's 2 now actually.
Oh, it's not all about you,
Movies.
Harry.
Sarah is our first cab off the rank, and in fact, Sarah, you get the choice between going with Nathan or Nat this morning, which
Hello,
is good
Sarah.
news.
Hi, I'll go with Nat, please.
Okay,
go with Nat.
first of all, Sarah, before I let you go with me, are you familiar with a lot of movies?
Kind of.
I've seen all of
Kind
them.
of.
I've seen all of them.
Kind of.
Yeah, I've seen all of them, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
How good I'll be at the game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Sarah, we're going to give it a red hot crack.
That means that I'm going to be with Charmony.
Sharmony?
Charmony?
Hi there.
Hi,
Yep.
is it Charmony?
Charmony, yep.
Hi, Sharmany.
I've never heard of a
Beautiful
Charmony before.
That's okay.
Are you the first Charmony of all the Charmonies?
I believe so. I haven't met one before.
I think so.
How gorgeous.
Well, we like your name.
Exclusive.
All right.
You're with me. Don't worry. I've seen a lot of movies.
Have you seen a lot of movies, Sharmony?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So,
All right. So what? So the rules again.
Oh, Harry's...
Harry, rules.
Harry?
Oh, listening.
Yeah.
What are the rules, Harry?
No mentioning actors or character names. Yeah, I know.
It's tough. So, and we've only got 3 words.
It's a lot.
You'll each have a minute to be able to get the highest score you can.
Yeah,
Money
Sarah?
goes towards telethon.
Sarah, you can pass at any time, okay? So if we're just not getting it, or I can pass. And you can have more than one guess from the 3-word clue that I give you. You feeling it, Sarah?
Yeah, she's feeling it.
Okay.
She's in the zone.
All right. Sarah and Natalie to kick things off.
Okay. When does our time start?
Now.
It's upside down, Sean. Ugly man. Pretty.
Yeah. That's everything.
Oh, that was Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Musical. Grease. ABBA.
Grease lightning?
No.
Grease. That was the wrong word to use.
Grease, yeah. No.
Concentrate on Grease.
Pass. That was the country Grease. That was Mamma Mia. Green ogre princess.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Yes. Alps nun family.
That Hillsong one, was it called Sound of Music?
Yes. Post-apocalyptic driving. That was Mad Max.
I really wanted to help you out with the sound of music. You should have said hills are alive.
2 or 3?
Two. We got 2.
It is.
We got 2, Sarah. All right.
Wow.
Sharmini and
Sorry,
Nathan.
Telethon.
Sharmini and Nathan.
Sharmini.
Now that Sean's put the things up the right way.
Sharmini, let's just...
There's always an excuse. There's always an excuse.
Let's do this, all right, mate?
All right.
Yep.
Your time starts now.
Cartoon family superpowers.
The Incredible?
Yes. Archaeologist whip hat.
Indiana Jones?
I love that one.
Prostitute. Rich man.
Pretty Woman?
Yes.
Roman chariot fighting.
Gladiator?
Yes. Sean makes me say this. All women. I was Mean Girls. Superhero climb walls.
Pass.
Oh, Spider-Man. That's right. We won anyway.
Yeah, 4-2. Well done, Sharmini. You've scored $200 to spend at Domino's. Congratulations.
Sharmini.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And the good news is that $600 goes towards telethon, so we now sit at $3,300.
We need to bring it tomorrow. We need to bring it.
All
right, better get me back in the realm then.
Oh.
You?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's how we're going to bring it.
We couldn't even do the categories things you see.
You couldn't even hold the
And
things
you can
up
tell them the actual
right
word.
way.
And you can tell them the actual word.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Do you love going to the cinema?
You do.
You do.
Love going to the cinema.
Can't remember the last time I went.
Really? Me, Mum and Dad always go to Karen Up now, and the Hoyts there have D-Box. And the
So fancy.
You love that stuff,
the
don't you?
D-Box is sort of like for everyone, Nat, but the seats shake.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
Is that just you passing wind?
No, it's the turbulence. Sometimes in a very active scene, your drink can fall
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
onto the
that's
ground.
too much. I don't want that to happen.
Or your mobile phone falls into the crease of the chair. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
I hadn't been to the movies in ages, and then I went and saw Deadpool not that long ago. And I
didn't see
Deadpool and
Deadpool.
Wolverine.
Was it
You
good?
didn't tell me this. I mean, it was... Look, I loved it for Ryan Reynolds. I will watch anything that he's in, right? But the actual plot of the movie, so stupid.
Yeah.
But there were some lines in there that I laughed at so heartily, like fully, and then nobody else laughed at. And I went,
right.
why am I the only person getting this?
You went on a sneaky date, were you?
No, I went with my mate Justine and her husband Al, so it was a three-way.
Ah, three-way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Very modern. Very
Yeah,
modern.
that's right.
Well, obviously you're up to date with all the movies. Have you seen the Terrifier franchise?
I'd never heard of it, Nathan. I'd never heard of this franchise.
Terrifier is a horror movie, and
So Sean wouldn't have seen it.
Oh,
yeah.
way.
Very
So,
scared.
and Terrifier 3 is the third in the installment, but
I
also
can't believe I missed the first two.
But also, there's apparently all these other things that branch off from this one franchise. So It's about
a universe.
Yeah. It's about it's a Christmas horror film. This one. It's about Art the Clown. He's the main. He's like the Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? He's the monster that's been in all of them. Art the Clown unleashes a night of bloody chaos on Christmas Eve. Here's a little bit of the trailer.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil.
Sean.
Always a chainsaw, Nath.
Well, that's how you kill people. And cut down trees.
Yes.
So here's the deal. This movie around the world has been making people throw up, pass out, injure themselves. And this woman that lives here in Perth, who's actually a Rotten Tomatoes reporter, her name's Emma Clark, she went and saw it in Perth because she goes, I want to see this movie because she's a fan of the franchise.
Yes, and it's like, is this just hype that everybody's
and
got
she goes,
carrying on?
I want to see if this actually really
the
happens.
Americans just being histrionic?
Yeah. Here is Emma telling her experience of watching The Terrifier 3 in Perth.
Why did 2 people faint right in front of me during that film? Both trying to run down the stairs to get out of the cinema because they felt queasy. This poor girl, she gashed her head open. Oh my God, really shook me up too. It just took me out of the film for a moment.
One guy was sick. The other girl gashed her head. She had to sit there while she got medical help.
It bleeds a lot.
She got out and they had to run out because she was feeling queasy.
I can't see any value in seeing a movie that makes you
paying good money
do
for that.
Why?
How's that not fun? Isn't watching a movie supposed to be fun?
No, sure. Movies are all different things. Sometimes people watch a movie to cry,
to feel something,
to laugh.
But you're not supposed to leave with a head injury.
No, you're not. Traditionally, Natalie, you're not. Traditionally.
I mean, I don't know.
Have you ever had a really full-on reaction to a movie?
I haven't. One of my friends, though, she went and saw Blair Witch. And you know how that was all, like, they made out like it was, kids filming it themselves. So the camera work was really... She couldn't watch it. She had to lie down.
Oh, because she was getting like vertigo.
It was making her motion sickness because of the jumpy camera work.
Where did she lie down?
Like in the cinema. So she lay down on the seats. Luckily, it wasn't full. She wasn't lying on people's laps. So she just lay down and she said she kind of watched it through the gap between two seats. Like, why you just wouldn't go home at that point?
I remember Nat, you were sick during this time, and Claire Marshall, who used to work here at Nova, she was stepping in for Nat, and we had to go and see Wolf Creek.
Yeah.
And it was at a private cinema called the Jaffa Room in East Perth, and it was just me and Claire. And Claire got up probably 20 minutes in the movie and said, "This is too scary, I'm leaving me by myself."
To watch,
how did you feel? Were you jumping at stuff then?
Well, remember the Jaffa Room? The Jaffa Room was like, Robbie and Donna, they ran it, and Robbie and Donna were out the back doing something. So really, you're just in this like sort of darkened place by yourself.
And there was lots of like kind of curtains along the edge where murderers could hide.
But she had to leave. I've never had to leave a movie because it's affected me so much.
You might leave because it's no good. But and Sean's left many movies because he just refuses. The Dressmaker. You were just too emotional about.
What are you talking about? Kate Winslet on the banana.
Horrendous.
And who apparently was in the same year at school as Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, bit of a stretch.
What?
Yeah.
Well, in the movie, that's what it was.
Right,
hey, we want to know: has anyone that is listening right now had a full-on reaction to a movie? I'm talking walkouts, fainting, throwing up, maybe
having
nightmares for weeks.
Yeah.
A full-on reaction.
We want to know physically and emotionally affected.
What was the movie that you saw and what happened?
Yvette, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Hi,
good.
Have you been physically or psychologically traumatised by a movie?
Yeah, both, but it wasn't a movie. I actually studied film back in the day.
Yeah.
And in one of my units, it was Australian cinema, and I can't even remember who the filmmaker was or what the short film was, but essentially it was like a silent movie, really grainy film, flashes of black, and then this woman panting, and then it ended up being a childbirth scene.
Yes.
It was so full on that I just started kind of having a bit of a panic attack in the uni lecture theatre.
Yes.
And I was like, just like rushing past everyone, like, excuse me, and then I stacked it on the way down. I was like halfway up the theatre, and it kind of like scarred me for life. And I was like, I'm never having kids.
Yeah.
Did you ever have kids?
Yeah, I've got 2, but I was like, I'm going C-section.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Caesar salads all the way around. Yeah.
Hey, on
And
that,
I love horror movies, but that was just...
it was too much.
Like, I don't know.
So you don't. So it was just a mixture of imagery and stuff that just tipped you over the edge.
Yeah, but it was almost like, it was kind of like close-ups.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
it was
Sometimes,
just,
sometimes if a movie goes too art house, it is sickening because they'll have like a picture of a black and white picture of a tea kettle, and then they'll go to a rotting animal with maggots.
Yes, yeah,
and they'll
yeah,
go to something else that's like
It puts you off kettles. You're
Yeah.
right. When I was at uni event, we were shown an actual birth video, and so
it was, yeah.
and they showed a close up of an episiotomy, which is when they use the scissors to cut to make the
like
opening
the ladies
bigger.
of Spotlight.
Yeah, so they don't tear, so that they actually cut, and there was no warning. They just did it.
Yeah.
The look on all of the guys' faces in the room, they were so horrified and traumatized by that one scene in this actual birth video.
Natalie, this is for education you're doing.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
What's that got to do with...
So being a chiropractor, we did a lot of stuff, John, that you wouldn't think was valid, but it was.
Well, I don't even remember the course that my friend was doing, but we all rocked up there and they would do a desensitization course where you would go to go and look at all different pornography. So we went that night because they said you could bring friends. So we all went. And everyone had like chips and drinks and stuff like that. And then they show you a series of pornography that you would never probably see, like 2 very elderly people.
Brian and Marlene.
Just wrong.
Like people that have been in severe accidents.
Yeah.
All this full-on stuff, and you're there. And it was shocking, and then you watch it there to desensitize yourself at the end of the night to go. At the end, it's just bodies.
Yeah, that's why he's such a sick puppy now.
I've seen everything.
Thanks, Yvette. Sage is in Claremont. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sage.
Okay, so have you been physically or emotionally traumatized by a movie?
Absolutely. So this was some years ago. We went to see the movie Black Swan.
Natalie Portman. And who else was in it? Natalie Portman and who else?
Mia, the one who's married to Ashton.
Mila Kunis, that's right. Mila
So
Kunis.
this is the ballet one, the dancer, yeah?
This is the ballet one. I've heard it's very good, but I could not watch it all because... So I went with a group of friends. This was in the day before you could book online, so we weren't all actually sitting together. I was sitting with one of my friends, one was sitting like some rows behind us. And it was in the scene where she started picking at her cuticle. And I was, oh my God, I've got heart palpitations now just thinking about it. I said to my friend, I honestly do, I said to my friend, I don't feel very good. I feel a bit weird. And so I left the theatre and she followed me.
Yeah.
And then once we got out of the theatre, I fainted. I hit my head on something that was on the wall, like this bar heater.
Oh, Sage.
So she took me to emergency to get myself checked out. And the worst bit was that my friend who was sitting behind us didn't know what had happened. And she just stayed there watching the movie. And then at the end, she was like,
where's my lift? I had to walk home.
You're in hospital.
We've had an incident.
Oh, Sage.
But also, when you go to hospital, you have to tell everybody what happened.
What happened, exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I know, right? It was embarrassing. I think that was gosh, drama queen. But yes.
I tell you what,
nice movie about a dancer.
I think that you skip on through. We all saw that movie. I don't even know the scene you're talking about, but that was so monumental to you.
Yeah,
the things that affect different people are amazing.
Thanks, Sage. Di's in Rockingham. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Di. Okay, talk us through the movie that traumatised you.
So it was actually my husband's auntie, and it happened many, many years ago when The Godfather was out.
Yeah.
And he was at the movies, watching the movie, everything was fine, and then there's the scene where there's the horse head in the bed.
Yep.
Yes.
He had a panic attack, an asthma attack, and literally passed away in the cinema.
Die?
Yeah.
So The Godfather killed her?
Yeah, literally. She died at the cinema. I think it might have been the Piccadilly or the Royal.
Oh, my God.
It feels like it would have been the Piccadilly. Because whenever I was in the Piccadilly, I thought, how many people have died in here?
And at least one.
Definitely one. Yeah.
Die.
Oh, my God.
Die. That's a terrible story.
So now she's sleeping with the fishes, is she?
Yes.
It's shocking.
So an asthma attack turned into a heart attack off the back of
the horse's head in the bed scene in The Godfather.
Yeah, and so she died like Yeah.
Okay.
Cinema.
You know what? So it is terrible that
You get a
know,
refund?
I mean, that's next level.
No, but it's terrible when you lose anyone, right? But some circumstances are a bit more funny than others. Do you guys laugh about the fact that she died in the cinema?
It's funny, because we were only talking about it the other day, like my husband and I, and the Godfather scene, there was something on TV, and he said, oh my gosh, I remember, that was my aunt, she died in the cinema, and it was like funny, but it's not.
No, it's obviously tragic.
But it is fun.
But also...
My first thought was, did the ambulance go into the cinema? Like, the ambulance people, like...
Yeah, and did they have to pay a ticket?
Yeah, they park
Because they can't turn the lights on. They don't want to ruin it for everyone else.
So you're just an usher there with a torch.
Yeah. She won't be needing that chalk bomb.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Get the popcorn.
Oh, Di, what a story.
So, that's terrible, isn't it? But, yeah, so when I first heard it, I thought, what? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
And then, it's true. She actually passed away as soon as she saw that horse's head in the bed.
Yeah.
Asthma attack, died.
Full on. Thanks, Di.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Emma Driscoll will be joining us tomorrow, and we're going to make her play dough raisers.
Yeah.
She'll love the game.
Yeah.
Also, it's the last day of Harry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. That's right.
Tazalenko.
We're offing him after that.
Yeah, Harry's leaving for a new life.
Not today, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Did you buy me a present?
No.
Well, you'll have to find out tomorrow.
Yeah. No, we're getting
breakfast.
we're getting breakfast though.
Oh, yeah, and chips for the table.
And chips for the table. Because we're not monsters.
Just a festival of Harry tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
So, did you guys do like a debrief style memories?
The Harry montage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan, you've been working on that?
Of all the great times we've had.
Harry, if you haven't made it, then there isn't one. You don't know where it works.
I know how it works. Yeah.
Hello, Ross.
Yeah, Harry, you got to make your own goodbye. You got to make your own goodbye.
All right, I'll make a 20-minute one.
But Harry,
if you can make it 3 hours, that'd be great.
Harry, you said we're going to hear some sort of sound grab as your last thing you do around 9 o'clock tomorrow. Is that the case?
No,
he's always wanted to just fart into the eye of the mic.
I think that could be it. I think we could, if we could have time, maybe bury it in 6. It's not worthy of.
No.
It's going to be the last thing you ever do on this station.
It's the last thing you ever do.
Okay.
It's going to be your legacy.
It'll be this time tomorrow. Meet you back here tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Hey, brand new clue for the missing word. It's a legal-related clue that I'll let you know about in 30 minutes from now.
Legal?
Yeah, it's a unique one.
Okay.
For Sean's word?
Yeah.
Legal?
Legal related, yeah.
Are you sure it's illegal?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it is.
Okay, great.
Find out soon.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.